the white-tailed deer is the American deer.
There's just something about the animal, and it's the ultimate challenge.
There's nothing quite like a big, mature whitetail. Amazing animals.
Make versus country
your country.
Africa's the Everest of hunting, a treacherous pinnacle where your life can depend on your skill. And like the 7 great summits of the world, the dangerous game of Africa includes 7 animals. Because in terms of lives taken each year, the crocodile and the hippopotamus are deadlier than the elephant, rhino, buffalo, lion, and leopard. Now host and author Chris Dorsey and PH Zane van der Merwe have come to Tanzania to hunt the hippo in the domain of the croc, doubling the odds of peril on this edition of Dangerous Game. As Everest is the greatest mountain on Earth, Tanzania's Selous Game Reserve, larger than the nation of Switzerland, is among the world's greatest wildlife habitats and wildernesses.
To get out here in this environment in the Selous, we're hunting 55,000 square miles of wilderness here. I mean, there's no human habitation in that entire block. It's the biggest wilderness in Africa and one of the biggest in all the world. So there's nothing but the rule of nature out here.
Africans know that the roly-poly hippo is the most lethal animal on the continent. Each year, hippos attack hundreds and kill scores. At more than 3 tons, with lower tusks that can grow to 2 feet in length and a furious temper, a bull hippo is always dangerous. At night, hippos wander far from the river to feed, and when they return at dawn, any man fishing or woman washing clothes risk a deadly charge. Cows with calves are especially dangerous, and more than one camera-wielding tourist who's foolishly put himself between a mother and her baby has paid the ultimate price. Shot placement is as critical on a hippo as on any animal. The brain's a small target, and in a charge, if a hippo comes with its head up, it can be difficult to reach. The ideal shot of choice is broadside, at the heart-lung area, and the caliber used should be as large as possible. A hunter needs to start with a bullet that already has a wide cross-section, and he needs to get deep penetration into a 6,000-pound-plus animal. This means a quality, full metal jacketed bullet is absolutely required. Without a heavy gun, a heavy bullet isn't of much use, and for a hippo, a fine double rifle like a Beretta offers the confidence of an instantaneous second shot. And as Robert Ruark quipped, I noticed that most pros use too much gun, and what's good enough for pros is good enough for amateurs.
Boy, you know when you load a bullet like that,
yeah,
it's just like,
feels nice, eh?
Just seems like there ought to be like radar involved or something, you know, like some kind of an ICBM.
Let's see this thing talk. I think it's in the bull. It's not a bad start. That's what you expect from Beretta.
Let's try it again. This isn't a rifle. It's life insurance and a gun. One more shot, that tree ought to come down.
That's good shooting. Happy with that, in the black.
Not a bad recoil, huh?
Nothing at all.
Just a shove.
Shoot this thing all day long.
Yeah.
Even during the day, there's no guarantee that the hippos will restrict themselves to the water. The dense habitat along the watercourse offers hippos a cool, shaded oasis out of the river. So there's always the possibility of bumping into one of the huge beasts, or some other nearly as unnerving creature, as you move stealthily through the thick, tangled cover.
Now, is that a family?
Yeah, it's a pod.
It's a pod, so
He's the only bull there.
how old would a mature bull be?
Their long activity is about 20 years, eh?
Really?
So the ones we're going to shoot are probably around 15.
It's an old bull.
They're big animals.
I guess.
Short legs.
Now right there, where's your shot? Right between the eyes? Just below the eyes?
There's a triangle. You'll see there's like it makes a cup.
Uh-huh.
Straight in there.
I've never seen a place so infested with hippos.
Beautiful
The
river.
place is just covered with them. Yeah, it's a good sign.
Can I have a look further down there, Chris?
Okay. If you spend any time in Africa, you've heard plenty of stories about these animals getting surly and aggressive, and you know, that's part of why you hunt these animals. But what we were looking for really was to find one of those bulls not associated with the pod, one that had been sort of kicked out of the pod itself, much like a Dagaboy bull Cape buffalo, one that's been sort of ostracized from the herd, it's off by itself, it's no longer breeding. Those are the perfect trophies to make. river's not that deep, is it?
Nah. There'll be one deep channel, that's it. They've already heard us. See that?
Yeah.
It's a bull.
It's a bull.
Try.
Whatever you think. So Zane, being, I would say, rather aggressive in his hunting pursuits, says, why don't we just walk in there and see what he'll do.
Let's go and see. Can't shoot him where he is now. Because if he dies there, he's going to come up on that side. Yeah. There's no plan for it.
Yeah, he's got it. Except the sand goes right
Yeah.
out 30 yards, huh?
Goes right up to where he's just gone down. You can see the
Yeah.
channel there. And don't worry about the rest of them. Because sometimes I've lost him when we shot one. The rest come running.
They are huge. That is a beast right there.
We can't shoot here. It's
Too deep.
we're already over the halfway mark.
It was a great encounter because that whole time that you're stalking up there, you don't know what he's going to do. You don't know what the reaction's going to be. You have to be careful about these other pods that are still quite a ways away, but nevertheless, they can cover that ground, and suddenly you're 50, 60 yards away from shore out in the middle of a river, which, oh, by the way, has plenty of crocodiles too. So you get out there and you start scratching your head going, why exactly did I do this? Is this about where the wildebeest gets it?
Yeah.
Just about to the other side.
Again up the other bank.
African rivers belong to the crocodiles at night, and in the morning Dorsey and van der Merwe return to see if the hippo now belongs to the crocs too. It seems, however, that the crocodile's instinctive wariness of hippos has kept them off so far. Nevertheless, the recovery operation means keeping a sharp eye out with rifles at the ready while everyone's still in the river.
Every animal is a fantastic hunt if you do it in the right way and sort of on its own terms and in a sporting manner. And that was really the key to hippo. That is a beast right there.
They're big animals. They're very, very powerful. They can be very, very aggressive. And I think that is the main attraction to hunting the hippo.
This was a chance to really get in there and hunt hippo. And it was frankly, a hell of a lot more dramatic hunt than I thought it would be. It was a great hunt, very exciting, very dramatic. And the fact that there's so many of them in the slough gives you the chance to have a lot of different encounters with hippos and really enjoy the whole experience. He played ball, didn't he?
Well done, Chris.
These are still wild animals. They're powerful animals. They're animals that challenge your position on top of the food chain, and you better be ready. They're going to test your wits, your mettle, your strength, your endurance, your emotions. It's just something that until you hunt dangerous game, you'll never truly know what you're capable of as a hunter.